I got a story that pretty much comes out of a bad movie script. You heard that right. If this was being written as a movie, it would be a bad one. A former lieutenant colonel in the Army decided that he was going to get on a dating app. He got to talking to somebody. He not only is a former officer, he was working as a civilian at Offutt Air Force Base, this U.S. Strategic Command at Offutt Air Force Base. Held a top secret clearance, got on this app, started talking to some person. I don't know if they were actually female or not, but, well, he thought they were. And for some reason, he started sharing top secret information about the Russia Ukraine situation. Why? I have no clue. But we're going to cover this story because of how bad it is and honestly how hilarious it is. I saw this and I'm just like, no, this has to be covered. So, hit like and subscribe if you want to know what's going on local, state, or federal level government. This definitely fits in the federal level. I cover these topics. You won't always like the stories, but you'll find out what's really going on. Those things that aren't making national headlines that could actually show some of the things that's going on behind the scenes. So, hit like and subscribe and let's get into this stupid story. Okay, this is coming from military.com. Oh, here comes the bad story. Retired Army officer who worked as a civilian for the Air Force is heading to prison after he conspired to share classified information on a foreign dating platform. Yeah, heard that right. According to the Associated Press, David Slater has been sentenced to nearly 6 years in prison in a U.S. District Court in Lincoln, Nebraska on Wednesday. He was arrested in March 2024 and pleaded guilty in July, according to court documents. Later, after retiring as a lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Air Force or U.S. Army, worked in a classified space at the U.S. Strategic Command at Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska and held a top secret clearance between August 2021 and April 2022. So not very long. He attended briefings about Russia-Ukraine war and admitted in July that he conspired to transmit classified information that he learned from briefings via a foreign dating website's messaging platform. Jeez. Slater admitted he planned to send the information to an unnamed co-conspirator who claimed to be a woman living in Ukraine. The information, classified as secret, pertained to military targets and Russian military capabilities during the plea agreement. Whole lot of that sounds like at some point the U.S. was planning on joining in this stupidity. According to the Associated Press, the co-conspirator called Slater my secret informant love in one message, and she closed another by saying, "You are my secret agent, with love." In another, she wrote, "Dave, I hope tomorrow NATO will prepare for a very pleasant surprise for Putin. Will you tell me?" It really does sound like they were planning something. Slater was fined $25,000 to undergo a year of supervision upon his release from prison. In exchange for his guilty plea, 2 other counts were dropped. Mr. Slater betrayed an oath he made to safeguard our nation's intelligence, said Special Agent in Charge Eugene Cowell of the FBI Omaha Field Office. Leveraging his access to sensitive information, Mr. Slater chose to transmit material that put our country at risk. The FBI is extremely thankful for the work of our partners in this case. We will continue to partner together to defend the homeland by aggressively investigating and apprehending criminals and adversaries who pose a threat to our nation's security. Unclear if the co-conspirator was working for Russia or Ukraine. But seriously, why would we have all that information if we weren't planning on going into the war? I guess we were setting up in case we had to, but it's only in Ukraine that this has been going on. But now you're saying that it's going outside of Ukraine. A whole lot of craziness going on here. Past the fact that this sounds like a really bad movie, you have to wonder at what people are thinking nowadays. You hear these stories and you're going, why? Why would you do this? Was this dude so lonely that he couldn't find love without betraying his own country? I mean, honeypot's a honey trap is one thing, but this wasn't even. This was somebody on a foreign dating app. We have a problem, ladies and gentlemen, where we have people acting stupid to the degree that they are sharing this kind of information on those kinds of things. Now, I'm going to let y'all figure yourselves out on this one, because past the fact that I want to crack up laughing as I was reading this, we really need to fix who is getting a security clearance and how they're using it, because we have too many folks that are doing too many stupid things with these security clearances. It keeps getting found out, and the more everything gets computerized, the worse it's getting. Maybe it's just that the computerization that's supposedly making us smarter is actually making us really freaking stupid. But I'll let you make that decision on your own, because it's your tax dollars that got spent in all of this. He was a Army officer, then he's working as a civilian, so your taxpayer dollars went to his salary. All this information was gathered with your dollars. You need to know what's going on. But hey, this is the stupidity of what we're living with nowadays. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Again, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun